This is totally me after thinking that uploading 3 videos this summer would give me any motivation at all to continue posting anything good to this website. But before we get into that, let's complain. If you haven't been keeping up to date with everything that's been happening recently, YouTube is deciding to update their terms of service on December 10th, 2019. And, nobody likes it. With these new terms of service, YouTube channels that don't make enough money to YouTube's standards, or channels that aren't commercially viable, have a chance to be terminated. Yikes. And if you haven't heard about the whole COPA thing that's happening, you'll be excited to know that it gets even worse. Content that's considered kid-friendly will essentially be barely visible to YouTube at large. Comments on those videos won't be allowed. Notifications for those videos won't exist. You won't even be able to search for those videos. It's a lot of really not good stuff. And yes, the thing is, if you haven't been living under 42,000 rocks, you should know all of this already. You've probably already seen at least like 3 videos of people complaining about COPA and the new terms of service and whatever else. You can probably tell how much people are freaking out about this, and yes, it's justified considering that these new rules are probably the worst ones by far, but I don't know if it's just me, but YouTube has been not fun for a while now. Lately, everything just seems to be really... And I could maybe take this time that you've given me to rile all of us up, like some call to action thing or whatever. I could act like my average 300 viewers could actually make a difference in any of this. But I won't. Instead, I will take this time to talk to you about how I believe modern commentary has diluted YouTube to a point that I don't really think we can recover from. You probably know what cancel culture is, right? If you don't, it's kind of like this really awful system that's across all social medias in which, for one reason or another, someone decides to dump a load of negative information about someone else. And for the next few days or weeks, any person who wants to can take a little peek inside that mess and shout out their own opinions. And some people are even lazier than that, and those people will just go to that person's YouTube comments and comment clown emojis, and go to their other social media feeds and spam dumb memes and funny clown circus images. If this is the first time that you're hearing about this, you may be asking to yourself, why? Why do people feel the need to belittle others about information that isn't even confirmed to be true or not? And me, someone who has always had the internet in their life, will give you this answer. I don't know. The only thing I know is that humans are kind of inherently awful, but commentators are worse. The general population of YouTube may find joy in commenting "haha you suck" on one of Onision's YouTube videos, but commentators like Daniel T Gaming and Turkey Tom and many others will take the time to write out a script, yell into a microphone, and then edit 10 to 20 minutes of them bullying someone. And for what? What do you gain from that? Do you hope that the person that you're bullying will attempt suicide after being splashed in the face with the wave of hate that you've started towards them? Do you hope that your fans will praise you after regurgitating the same opinions that hundreds of other people have explained in a better way than you have? Is it worth it to put so much time and effort into something that you may end up deleting later on because you realize that you were wrong? Are your fans going to accept your apologies after seeing how adamant you were that specifically this person sucks for some reason? What is the point?
Bro, look at this guy. What kind of point is he trying to make with a face like that, LMAO? I have not even listened to a thing this beefcake has said as soon as I looked at the bunch of pixels that is his face. This guy is stupid. Oh my god, what a clown. Okay, that hurt my throat. God, okay. Hey Siri, play my motivational voice memo.
You are a positive contributor to your community. The videos that you make help people. You have not and never will hurt anybody ever. You are objectively the best person that you know. Everybody loves you. You make commentary videos on YouTube. You are a positive contributor to your community. The videos that you make help people. You have not and never will hurt anybody ever. You are objectively the best person that you know. Everybody loves you. You make commentary videos on YouTube. You are a positive... It seems like every week there's a new guy that we're all supposed to gang up on. And yeah, in the moment we may seem like some knight in shining armor, revealing how awful this person is and showing the public all these terrible things that they're doing. But then in like 10 days it's irrelevant. In that time, the guy in the negative light probably made a video saying sorry or explaining themselves or something, and suddenly everything is fine again. But like, this happens in all levels of relationships on and offline. The only reason that we hear about specifically these ones is because the people who are involved in them are famous. But they're not famous, they're just lucky. Hundreds or thousands of people do the exact same thing that these people do, but because of some unbeknownst reason, maybe because of the algorithm or whatever, these people got popular, and now thousands or millions of people get to look at their private one-on-one actions and decide if they're good or not. None of us are good. We're all awful in some way. The only reason we're hearing about these problematic actions is because someone decided to leak them for some reason. But because these select few people have lots of YouTube subscribers, they are the ones that we get to project our problems onto, the ones that we make fan art of, the ones that we cyberbully, the ones that we hope notice our videos praising them. And then people like me, other commentary, video essayists, whatever people, act like we're above all of this just because we're self-aware of it. We're not! We're just as bad, maybe even worse. We're all just so naive, acting like these videos criticizing the system will change literally anything. It won't! It'll just make more and more people feel terrible about themselves. We're all just gears in the endless machine that is YouTube, unable to influence anything. But before this website makes so many dumb decisions to the point that we have to move to TikTok or something, I guess we should all just live it up or something, right? Guess we should all just go wild. Who wants to give me their emails and passwords? Do you guys remember Bobby Burns?
I do. He used to be an incredibly big inspiration to me. And then he made those videos with Shane Dawson, and then I guess he was a hypocrite somehow, and then he made some bad decisions in one way or another. I only knew most of this because every step of his downward staircase was documented and made into videos by other YouTubers. I was even going to make a video about him at some point. I can't really tell where Bobby is at today. Like, mentally, I mean. He makes rap music now, I guess. I hope he's happy.
I want to quickly go back to the whole COPA thing that I mentioned at the beginning for a moment. One of people's main concerns, besides the whole being fined $42,000 for mislabeling a video as for kids thing, is that smaller creators like me barely stand a chance anymore. The algorithm has already been against us for a while now, but now we also have the possibility of our channels being terminated because we're not making YouTube enough money. And with all of this in your head, you may be thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. What is the point anymore? And my answer to that question is, there barely is one. I'd have a better chance at getting a silver play button buying 100,000 subscribers instead of actually working for them. I have absolutely no confidence that YouTube will push this cute little videos into the eyes of anyone who isn't already subscribed to me. But I mean, hey, maybe I've jinxed it. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. Maybe then I'll finally be happy with one of my videos getting more than a few hundred views. Maybe a few little boys and girls who want to watch a video specifically like this one will get their prayers answered. But that won't help me in the long run, will it? You might be thinking, hey Aiden, why waste all this time scripting, editing, and filming and whatever else for something that you're so incredibly pessimistic about? And I am making this video out of guilt, and also a personal obligation because I am not a fan of myself not uploading anything to this YouTube channel for 4 months. And you might be asking, why you gotta be so negative, dude? And to answer that, I'm gonna hope that you've already been a subscriber to this channel. If you are, you should know that none of the stuff in here is usually that, like, positive. So, I'm sorry about that. Maybe go watch something else. Okay, well actually, don't, because I'm about to finish, but afterwards, maybe go watch Shane Dawson's Jeffree Star documentary, or something. I've heard that apparently he didn't even include the whole drama aspect of the beauty community. You know, the aspect that's most interesting to a lot of people. But I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it. For this epilogue, I would like to get a little more personal than the other parts of this video. So, I want to be a filmmaker when I'm older, and that's probably evident through my random inclusions in videos where the shots, like, actually look nice and whatever. But anyway, a filmmaker makes films, but I don't have any sort of budget, so I make videos. And the first video that I think I would even consider to be anything like a film was YouTube Content 2018. It's a bit, like, wacky and old these days, but it's a pretty well-rounded video. But then I had the brilliant idea to make a whole storyline about it. Aiden, after filming that content, he gets sad, and then he gets sad and angry about Daniel T. Gaming, and then he does a ritual in which he becomes Daniel T. Gaming, and then afterwards he just wanna he wants to make video essays, and then he wants to make YouTube content again, but in, like, an alternate universe, there's another version of Aiden who is named Daniel now, and he is in the future, and he got cancelled, and it's all a mess. And throughout all of it, there was this alien mask thing. I don't know why. I think that's probably just what I had when I was filming YouTube content 2018, and then later on, I thought, whoa, I could probably attach some unnecessary symbolism to this. And then, someday in 2020, there was supposed to be this actual film thing, where these different versions of Aiden came together to defeat the mask, because it's evil now, but it's also, like, inherited the spirit of Daniel T. Gaming, because, like, he became Daniel, and then, like, it came... I don't know! There was supposed to be, like, a overarching theme about how being a YouTuber can mentally drain you and whatever, but that's the sentiment that I have been regurgitating throughout all of these videos. But then, of course, my awful time management skills means that I didn't get specific videos out on specific dates that I wanted, and, like, when I did film things, they were mediocre, and I didn't want to go any further than just filming them, and I could barely edit it at all. And I have come to realize that none of this matters. I have fully given up on attempting to make any video with any sort of storyline that's deeper than normal video, but then bad thing happen. I have a better chance by dying, by choking on water, than to get famous on YouTube at this point. But I thought, as a way to rid myself of all of this garbage that I've dumped on myself since August 2018, I could give you one final cutscene. See, that's what we call a bad idea. I could end this video with some quirky filmic dialogue or something, but I don't think that's necessary or that it's the right thing to do. I don't know what my future on this website is. I don't know what anyone's future is with all these new rules that are being implemented at the end of the year. I just wanted to say thank you. I hope that my random spurts of content this year were enjoyable to you. But I know that with my pessimistic attitude, I sometimes bring my viewers down with me, and for that I'm sorry. But like, hey, that's what happens. I don't know what I want to do with this anymore. I don't know what I want to continue doing on YouTube. I don't know if I want to continue YouTube. But, yeah, let's just hope that whatever I do next will be something that I actually find enjoyable. Thank you for your time. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button. And you know, maybe ring that notification bell too. See you next decade.